Hey,
And I'm gonna go grab a soda.
Grab a what?
Soda.
Ah. I miss soda. At least I have Crystal Light.
yeah. Do. Oh yeah, those squeezy things are so nice because you don't have to sit there and shake a fucking mix
Or
in.
even really stir it. You just squeeze it in and like wait 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I was
So-
super skeptical at first, but it's great.
Yeah, Crystal Light's good stuff. I found out they have like a squeezy thing for Tang. Because there was one day I was looking for it because I wanted to make Bundy mimosas. Al Bundy, not Ted. And
What is a Bundy mimosa?
it is cheap beer and Tang.
Oh.
Like a cheap light beer.
Instead of champagne and orange juice?
Yep.
Well, touche. And while that is an Al Bundy mimosa, to be fair, that does also sound like something Ted Bundy would.
Probably. But it's actually not too bad.
Alright, just let me know when y'all's ready.
Cool!
I'm ready.
Well, we could start with the, what the fuck is going on? And then...
Fair enough.
So wait, are we reconvening, like, there? Or are we just still...
I was actually going to ask that question. If you guys wanted to, if there's anything you wanted to do before meeting at the Lucky Bear tonight, or if you were just gonna go.
I thought we RP'd that off screen.
Oh, he lives.
I mean, some people did RP some stuff, but I didn't know if you guys were gonna like meet at the Emerald Shield and all go together, and if there was something you guys all wanted to talk about.
The plan was we're gonna RP like stuff we're gonna buy at the shops off screen and stuff, and then we're headed to the Lucky Bear like we've met.
Like we'll just meet up
Yeah, but
at the bear.
And all that has happened. Just my question is just making sure that like any of the things people have RP'd or events that have happened, I didn't know if anyone wanted to like talk on the way there or meet up and discuss first, make a game plan before you all just showed up at the Lucky Bear or anything.
That is a great idea.
Yeah.
Were we supposed to dress up?
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
It's a nice place. Tie and jacket.
Is it a nice place? How's Craig supposed to get in?
As long as Krug don't need pants, Krug is good.
We'll cross that
Krug
bridge when we come
only
to it.
heard jacket.
I mean, to be fair, technically it's a brothel, so Krug will probably be a big hit there.
What the broth? What?
Wink wonk.
No, it's wank wank.
Wink, wank, wonk?
It's neither.
Yeah. It goes wink into a wank into a wonk.
Oh, wink, wink, wink.
Wink wink.
So we'll just say that you all have like regathered at the Emerald Shield, and you've all gone and done your various purchases and personal errands for the day, and you are about to set off to head for the Lucky Bear to meet with the theoretical liaison for the White Court that the mistress told you all about existed in Brighthaven.
Hey, Faint, do you want your 281 gold back?
You keep it.
Okay. Scarlett's kind of like, yes, quietly.
Finally,
allowance
now
back
it's-
pay for the last.
For the past however many years without a dad.
Which one?
Yeah.
You got 3
Jesus.
dads.
The birth one? Question mark.
Kanaka, how'd it go with the astrologer?
Did it go?
What do you mean? Did it go? Of course it went.
Why did you need to see one?
Reasons.
Not helping.
Very helping.
Well, then I guess it sounds like you don't want our help with it, apparently.
Well, I'm really focused on what's gonna happen right now.
Alright. Okay. Alright.
He couldn't possibly get us into a dangerous situation that we have to get him out of.
Right?
I mean, could it be worse than going to hell?
Well, define your definition of worst.
More bad.
Well, there's many different ways of bad. Hell is one version of bad. So you gotta be more specific in how bad.
We could be here all day with this.
Yeah.
Well, you see, that depends on what your definition of is.
Oh God. God, shut up. No.
My nose is bleeding.
I'm more concerned about the person we're about to meet since we decided to help this psychopath's mom.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's not smart enough to be
I
a
feel
psychopath.
like you're calling. I feel like that was mean.
Well, wait, okay. Psychopaths spawn. That's what
Fair.
Psychopaths spawn. I think.
Okay. She has some reasonable claims, and General Clark is pretty much just a dick. So, like, I feel like it's pretty justified.
So justified that you had to go outside.
What?
He couldn't burn down the courtyard, so he needed to go take a walk.
Not all of us can burn down courtyards when they're upset about family members.
True, I burned down once. It hasn't quite grown back yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Sir. So I assume Krug is Winnie the Pooh in it.
Jesus.
Whoa! Winnie
Yeah,
the
get
Pooh.
him a nice shirt, and then that will be it.
I will let you
No,
know Winnie the
wait,
Pooh
hold on.
wears
One sec.
those tightly knitted, sweaters.
Yeah.
Winnie
All
the
top,
Pooh
no
wears
pants.
a crop top.
Don't do my boy Pooh like that, dog. Like,
All right.
There's nothing wrong with a crop top.
I was
Oh,
assuming
it pulls
Krug
it
was gonna kind of like Chippendale it with just a bow tie.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
actually better.
Oh, God.
Wait,
and the cups.
yeah, someone needs to explain that to Krug, though. Like, I don't know if people have, like, explained exactly what fancy means, because, someone probably should.
Yeah, Carl, have you already changed by the time you show up?
Yeah.
Do you want to describe what you've purchased
Oh.
and what you look like now?
So Carl went and had a spa day and got a nice new set of dark brown trousers with a matching waistcoat and a kind of not piratey but floaty blouse underneath it in like I would say like a cream color, and their beard is nice and trimmed and freshly braided. Same with their hair. They're feeling pretty good and looking good, feeling good, ready to talk to some goddamn vampires.
never seen a dwarf so clean before.
Scarlet tells Carl they look really good.
Thanks, dude. Wait,
Yeah.
dude's not a word.
I mean, it's a dwarf term, you know?
And to Kanaka, it's like, we have a bathhouse. There is a full bathing culture. You know nothing about dwarves, apparently.
You're the first dwarf I've seen clean in my life. So
How
give
many
him-
dwarves have you
give him a break.
seen?
Give him a break. His bathing
Not fair
culture is
to you.
literally going and meditating in the ocean. It's fine.
okay,
It
so you
Comes
would
out
take a
smelling like a fucking
Bro,
fish.
this human is talking, and he still smells.
I'm not the one who literally spends his nights under the water.
You're welcome to join me, bro. It's very relaxing.
So, but if we get fancy clothes, that would change our AC, right?
Hmm. Oh, yes.
I mean, kind of depends on what you were wearing before and if you can wear it over your armor or not.
Wouldn't change
No, I
mine.
like fancy dresses, but that's gonna change my AC a lot.
Yeah, Carl was wearing scale mail, so I will take that off.
I just got my new armor. Isn't it like shiny and nice looking because it's brand new?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
What armor did you get?
I got this new armor. Looks like, you know, leather armor, but it's studded.
Oh,
And I walk a little bit faster now. Have an extra 5 feet of movement.
cool.
A whole 5 feet?
A whole
Bro.
5 feet!
But jeweled armor that shines makes you move faster.
It's studded.
Yeah, not studded with like rhinestones.
No, but like still bejeweled.
Not, they're
No,
not
leather
jewelers.
studs.
It glows.
Yeah, just
It
like
looks very
Google
punk.
image. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my god, this picture is so great. Hang on.
That is an awesome picture.
Is this supposed? Is this
Oh,
supposed?
yeah.
Is this supposed? What is this? Is supposed to be the thing?
It's a version of studded leather armor, although this is probably closer to what Scarlet's new armor actually looks like.
Oh, heck yeah! Oh,
That's
yeah.
cool shit.
Ooh,
Nice. Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
That's fancy.
Hell yeah.
It wasn't inexpensive.
I guess it gives you extra 5 feet of movement. Like it does.
Heck yeah.
That is cool.
Plus,
Well-
black goes with anything.
I'm gonna just go. I
Wait,
feel like
so no, we gotta talk about, so we're meeting up with someone that's gonna talk about the White Court so we can figure out who that rogue assassin was and avenge
We
Zir.
have her name.
Her
Oh.
nom.
It was Ainad. Ainad was her name.
Yeah.
we were meeting the mistress here, right? And then she was gonna introduce us.
She
No,
might
she
be.
told us to go to the Lucky Bear. Oh, I don't know if she was she gonna be there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she was gonna meet you at the Lucky Bear.
You don't call her just your mom. You call her the mistress.
Yeah. I was. Same thing. You know. Okay. Let's go. Let's just go in. What's the worst that could happen?
Don't put it like that.
It's like she
What's the
jinxed
best
us
that could
already.
happen?
You jinxed this again. This is
I
great.
feel like.
We're gonna get the
let's-
best of both worlds right now.
Well, that's good. Let's go. What's the middlest that could happen?
Now you just eliminate all the possibilities of anything.
Okay.
It's just,
It's just gonna be a complete wash.
That's the worst that could happen, though. We're the best.
Wait, did anyone carefully explain to Krug what needs to be worn at this place?
Oh.
I think he's fine, right? Yeah, you're fine like that.
Yeah. You know what? Uh,
Faint's still
You-
wearing a dirty jacket.
it's like nobody's gonna fight with Faint on that. Can we say that? Can we retcon that Carl bought like a necktie or something nice for Craig?
Sure.
Okay.
Little bow tie.
Yeah.
Bow tie.
Bow tie or necktie could make
Oh,
it.
do bow ties exist here?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, it's a bow tie. That's
Bow
classy.
tie. Bow tie.
Kruggy in a
Yes.
cute little bow tie.
Yeah. That is what Krug gets.
Big,
in-
huge, pink, sparkling warhammer and a bow tie.
a pink bow tie.
And his makeshift baby carrier that is probably stained to shit by now.
I recommends that Krug should leave that there.
I thought it was made out of his cape.
It is. He just wears it that way. Has been wearing it that way the entire time.
It's like, yeah, you just leave that here and we'll get it later.
So you're telling him to take off the other piece of
Okay.
clothing he has on?
He has a
I
bow
think I-
tie on now.
No,
Yeah.
my god. Now he's just his butt is out. Oh no.
His butt's been out, dude.
His
No,
butt's
the cape. Yeah, but the cape kind of covered it.
Nah,
no,
the cape
but
is
the
on the
cape
front.
is like forward because it's like a
Oh.
baby carrier and it like tied at his waist. So his butt's been out.
He's
Now
free cheeking.
No,
Sun's out, buns out.
Now he's just straight up ass naked with a bow tie. Oh,
Pretty much.
Yep.
It's fine. At some point, we'll have to hose him down, but that point's not today.
what do you mean it's fine?
Worst they're gonna do is be like, not everybody gets to go in. And Krug will get to go in because Krug is very intimidating.
That's true.
So yeah, let's see what this person knows. Let's do this.
All right. So let's say you guys head on up to the Lucky Bear to meet there at the appropriate time. Dolphin said he had AFK, so I'm gonna wait just a second to open up the scene at the Lucky Bear. But while he's AFK, anyone else want to do or say anything before we go?
Krug tries to grab dinner before we go. I think.
Is there any food here, or is it just like? Because I don't know how long it's been abandoned, basically.
Krug will. I guess, can I roll an investigation check to see if there's anything left over?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
Alright. Let's see what my muddies are.
And yeah, this place pretty much has been abandoned since what's his butt left?
11 is my
You managed to go and you kind of go back into one of the storerooms and you find a loaf of bread that still seems to be good and not yet moldy. Maybe slightly on the stale side, but you know, nothing to deter an orc.
Yeah. Krug eats
Nice.
it. No hesitation.
Nom 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 nom.
Hmm.
You just hear like crunching because the bread's stale.
Yeah, just like the cartoons where the character's eating like a rock, like that heavy crunching.
Krug is just eating croutons.
I guess since Krug's probably still with Carl, he's like, Krug's still hungry.
We'll get you food. Worst case, if they, we'll make sure you get fed.
Okay. Crunch.
Now, where is the Lucky Bear in relation to where the Emerald Shield is?
Other side of town.
Okay, so he'll probably pass through a small market to get to help feed Krug more.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys will have to get to the market district. The Lucky Bear is in one of the nicer parts of the town, closer to like where the city council is and Meloria is, and like and the college. Like it's up there and very very fancy and swanky part. And Scarlet, you would probably know that it's in that part of town. Like there are many brothels in the town in general, but that is the only brothel in the quote unquote nice parts of town. Part of town, and it kind of your notes kind of talk about it a little bit. They get away with it because they have a very nice front of being like a bar and a nice establishment. But like anyone who knows anything knows that that's just like a cover.
Okay. Interesting.
But it is one of the nicer like the restaurant itself would be the equivalent of like a 4 or 5 star restaurant. Like
Oh damn.
the bar is like super nice. There's tons of like crystal and gold stuff around, which I guess I'll describe when you guys get there. But like it is a super swanky place.
Let's go.
He,
Salad.
got it. He
Yeah.
brought back his dinner
Okay.
with him.
Good.
It's 7:30. Gotta eat.
Alrighty. So you guys go up to what is this? Interesting. Yes, if the place could make eyebrow motions, that's probably what it would do. So you guys arrive at the Lucky Bear, and the mistress is outside, and she says, "Ah, yes, just on time. Please come in with me." And you walk in and open these kind of like big, huge wooden doors that are very, very intricately carved. And you enter the place, and there are crystal chandeliers and gold trim on a bunch of stuff, interspersed with various other precious things like silver and stuff. It is the tables all have very very nice pristine white tablecloth on them. The glasses and stuff, the regular kind of din of a bar noise is it's not just clinks of cheap glass and silverware on porcelain. It's rings of crystal goblets and pouring of bubbly beverages, and it's that is kind of the overall noise and feeling that you get in there. And you enter, and there's kind of this like hostess station that says, I see you guys have a rather large party. Do you have a reservation? And the mistress says, yes, standing reservation for the mistress. And the hostess kind of gets all flustered. Is like, oh, yes, of course. Give me one moment. Give me about 5 minutes, and I will have your guys' room ready. And you see her kind of, rush off over to like a side room, and you guys sit there for a little bit, and there's as you enter this place, there's kind of like the ground floor where there's like the restaurant behind it and like a really nice bar on the back end of it, but it's also multi-leveled, and there is like a balcony up above where it kind of like overlooks the dining area. And there it looks like there's other rooms and possible activities and stuff that may go down there, but there's also like standing tables, kind of like if you've ever been to like a conference where there's like a happy hour after the conference and everyone's kind of like standing around drinking at standing tables that don't have chairs, but there's still waitresses that are going around offering drinks to people and stuff. And so there are people all gathered about there, and it's a pretty busy place.
Is there music?
There is. It's very weird though. You don't like see anyone playing music. And it is not very loud. You almost have to like think about it to perceive it, and it's kind of almost a light, like in out of game terms, almost like a nice classical elevator music or something that kind of pervades the whole room, but seems almost sourceless. Like you can't tell which direction it's coming from. There does seem to be some sort of like musical enchantment in general to the entire room, or the entire establishment, really.
That's cool.
And everyone roll perception checks.
Perception checks.
It's positive.
11.
2 11s, 2 10s, a 5, and a 3.
Oh, great.
Guys, we saw shit.
We saw so much.
Sure is a
Krug's
place.
just so
It's a brothel, right? It's
hungry.
probably a lot of distractions.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
Krug,
you're distracted by the noise and the music,
starving.
all the glinting art, and the one thing that you all do notice is that like everyone in here seems beautiful in their own right in one way or another. And maybe it's how the lighting works in the room, or maybe it's just the clientele they cater to. Maybe some of these people aren't actually clientele and are employees. Who knows? But it is the quintessential like upscale hoity-toity, we are the beautiful people kind of feel.
Do I know about vampires and beauty? Like, if vampires are known to have like exceptional beauty and stuff. I think White Court vampires said that they look like prettier than normal people. So like, is that something?
Yeah, from your readings on the vampires and what you know so far, White Court vampires do seem to have some sort of like innate seductive magic to themselves, and are in general like appear as very, very beautiful human beings. Be they he, she, they, whatever, they always look in peak physical prowess, shall we say. And that's something that was kind of interesting about the one that you fought, in that she was almost like purposefully disheveled.
Interesting.
Like
So
that it was almost an effort to look a little dirty and more ragged than might be normal.
Right.
So the hostess comes back and says, "Yes, mistress, please. You and your party come this way. You have 8 with you tonight, I believe. Is that 8 or 7?
7.
7.
I can count."
Wait, I was trying to be wrong, but fuck.
That's right. Good job.
Well, because I am number 7, I was thinking, okay, we have 7 people to play this game, so one person more would be 8. Okay. But I'm the DM. Whoops. So yeah, 7. And they take you to a back room that is kind of off to the side. It has very big, like glass windows for doors, and is very open. Lots of the light comes in. There's this big picture window that kind of looks out over kind of part of the city. The building itself kind of sits on the hill, so you can see part of the kind of downtown area from the window. And it's a very nice kind of dining room area. And while there are 7 of you, there are 8 places sat. And within a few minutes, a woman walks in that is absolutely stunningly gorgeous and seductive. It is the kind of beauty that humans in 2020 can't find unless they're looking at something that's been photoshopped. Like, it is almost an unnatural beauty. And she walks in and says, "Ah, mistress, thank you so much for gracing me with your presence." And she goes and sits down at the empty spot and sits down very prim and properly. She kind of has the appearance and air of an elf. Her ears aren't quite as pronounced as like elven ears, but it still has, easily the grace, if not more graceful than, high elves and stuff that you guys have seen before. And definitely has the manner, grace, and movements of kind of like the higher class, echelons of like what higher class people should do. She sits down like very properly, adjusts her skirt in a very particular manner to sits very, cross-legged and purposeful, upright, has extremely great posture, and says, I assume that this meeting is based on your previous messages, something of great import, and I would love to discuss it with you over dinner. And she kind of like makes a hand motion, to the window, and immediately a waiter comes in, and holding a tray with like a notepad on it, and says, "Oh yes, can I get anything to eat or drink? Is there anything that I can get for anyone right now?" And the mistress kind of says, "Yes, champagne for me, please." And the elf woman that walked in said something as well. Orders a drink. Actually, orders an old fashioned. And then the waiter kind of looks to the rest of you. "Anything I can get you all?"
Can I have some mac and cheese? I don't know, whatever meat you have, and can I have just some ale?
Yes,
Oh, and chocolate cake. And chocolate cake. Yeah.
absolutely, we can do that. We have a few meat specials today. We have been slow roasting a boar for the last 3 days. Is that some you would like some of that? We also have, we have our standard chicken that we do a lot. We can have the finest cuts of steaks in the city. If you would like a nice steak, is there something specific you would want?
Can I try all of them?
If you so desire, we can create a sample platter for you.
Krug would also like that, but probably bigger.
Oh, whoa. Fair.
He nods and takes down the order. Anything for anyone else?
No.
Carl orders, says, "May I please have some of the boar and that drink that our guest." Well, is she our guest or our host?
Seems to be host, but hasn't yet really introduced herself, interestingly.
Okay, so Carl just like, "And may I also have champagne as well?"
Yes, absolutely. Takes down the order. Anything for anyone else? And with no response, the elfish lady kind of, dismisses him, and he scurries out of the room, closes the door. And says, and the mistress looks and says, "Yes, we would like to talk to you about a matter of someone from your court." And you can see everyone make insight checks.
Insight checks.
Oh boy.
You're gonna go so fucking well.
So excited.
Yup.
Oh.
Didn't expect anything less. This isn't even like a Kraken dice. This is a new one.
12.
To jail with you already, sir. Today.
Same though.
Oh, Faint's getting a whisper.
Yep.
I was like, why is nothing happening? And then I was like, oh.
Kaylee!
Doggo.
Look at that cute popper.
Oh, good to pop.
Have you been drooling because you've been attempting to beg? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You're such a good girl. Please don't like me. I've seen you eat your own poop.
Oh,
You.
But I'll give you a hug.
Aww.
Anyways, but she kind of says, is this about, shall we say, the estranged one? And the mistress kind of says, I believe so, yes. And kind of turns to the rest of the party and says, would you care to elaborate on your dealings with Edna? And the elfish woman says, is that what she's calling herself now? I prefer to call her Adria. It drives her absolutely crazy.
Adria?
Well, that is her given name. She changes it every so often, or attempts to.
So you know this woman.
Yes, she is one of my children. One of many. Perhaps I should be a bit more formal. My name is Esmeralda, and I am the purveyor of this establishment. But also, as people who are in the know, and the mistress being one of them, I'm also the emissary for the White Court in this area, and largely control the White Court in Brighthaven. We mostly do most of our dealings through my establishment, the Lucky Bear, and it is mostly above board. And anything that is not above, we work closely with the Thieves Guild on. However, I do not have control over other beings' free will, and they may do things that are against my orders from time to time. And for Adria, well, before I say more, what has your dealings with Adria's been?
Do I recognize the name Esmeralda from anything or anything that she's mentioned about like the Lucky Bear from anything I've read from the ledgers and
Make an
stuff?
investigation check.
Investigation check. Okie dokie. That's a 20.
So you would know, it's not too much more than I've already told you, other than, she has been around for a very, very long time, and, what you would know is not only does she run the finest brothel in the city, but she has her hand in controlling stakes in a lot of the other brothels, and has worked closely with whoever has run the Thieves Guild in the past, to ensure that that business line is unobstructed, and she doesn't have like a pure monopoly on it, but like through various proxies and various monetary influences and influences within government and thieves guild, etc., might as well have a monopoly, and those that are not like directly under her monopoly are essentially either financially or politically controlled to make sure they don't veer out of their lane and become, true competition for her.
Damn. Okay.
And she says, but yes, oh, wait, I was waiting for you guys to respond about what your dealings with her were. Does anyone say anything? Or...
Look expectantly at the people who talk.
Carl's gonna look expectantly at Scarlet because, I mean, it's kind of her guild now, so... And it was her dad.
You're a big guild now.
Before anybody says anything, coming out at this point, he killed her dad.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
Jeez. Yeah. She did.
Yes, that is one of the more recent issues that we have had with Adria. And I assume you're referring to Zir.
Yes.
It was certainly nothing that was done under my direction. That is for sure.
Insight check.
Alright, make an insight check.
Come on, be good. 15. No. 16.
She's pretty hard to read. You can't really tell one way or the other.
Okay.
But she says, yes, that was... She has done many different chaotic things, and I have treated her as a petulant child that would hopefully grow out of such phases at some point. Sometimes she does things just because they are random, sometimes she does things out of spite. But this was the last call for her meddling in the affairs that might affect the White Court in Brighthaven and the surrounding area. Subsequently, I have excommunicated her from the White Court. If she appears on any White Court properties, she is to be apprehended and returned to me, either dead or alive. And I gave her roughly 2 weeks to get her affairs in order and leave to never return. And if she does, that is her dealings.
How long has it been since all of that has gone down?
It's been about 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks. Do you have... Oh my gosh. Do you have any idea where she might go?
I have heard various rumors. What I can tell you is that she will need to establish herself a new coffin.
Oh.
We have destroyed hers. And there are rumors that she has stolen some of her grave dirt in order to consecrate a new coffin somewhere if she should so choose. But for the time being, if she were to be killed, she would have nowhere to go, so to speak. The heavily implication, you don't even need to roll a check for this, being that, like, right now, if you were to fight her again, she could absolutely be killed because she has no kind of, like...
There's no coffin to return to.
Yeah, there's no coffin to return to.
Damn, okay.
But she is, obviously, making the subtext text here, she's probably looking for a place to establish
her new coffin, yeah.
So that that's not a thing anymore.
But but you don't know where she would go to do this.
I have heard rumors of her talking and being seen in Border. But she's gonna have to go further than that based on her excommunication. When I say Brighthaven and the surrounding areas, that includes Border and the suburbs. She would probably need to go north of Tribune in order to really exceed our influence. Where she has gone specifically and where she plans to set up, I do not know. Nor have I really cared as long as she stops bothering.
You said she's done lots of chaotic things. Do you have any idea why or how that started?
You know, it is a question that has plagued me for a very long time. She was always rebellious even as a child. And I assumed in time she would come to appreciate our stability that we order as a court and would fall in line. But whatever pressures, carrots or sticks, political or otherwise, we exerted on her appeared to almost always have an opposite effect, and I just stopped asking the question why years ago.
Mm-hmm. Insight.
All I know is that I am done dealing with it. Sure, make an insight check.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
Thought you were done.
Nice.
TJ is getting a whisper.
Nice.
Gasp! Oh, I don't know if Blank is watching the stream or anything, but Dolphin, he said he wanted to see you open something he sent you.
I'm fucking muted. Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, is it time? Should I try to see if he's in the stream?
If Blank's around, we can take a pause and open that.
Yeah, I figured since you were typing, it might be.
I have to find a sec.
But I can open up BattleNet and whisper him real quick.
True. Oh! Oh! I got this.
I
Arrived on my
like
porch a couple days ago. Not done eating, but you know.
It's a big box.
I know, right?
What did he get you?
Ow.
Oh, they're in menus. That's perfect.
Don't stab yourself.
It's a chopstick.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
Okay, that's not sharp enough. It's
Of course, maybe I'd probably trust Talon less than I trust. Like, I just get the feeling of, like, Talon is kind of like Ralph Wiggum from Simpsons.
Alright,
Like,
he's
Okay.
here.
Mr. Marble, my family doesn't let
Okay,
me use scissors.
compass. Definitely a useful tool.
Mr. Marble, my family doesn't let me use scissors. Don't be ridiculous, Ralph. These scissors couldn't cut butter. Shh. Ow.
God.
Remember, kids, cut towards yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the opposite of what you should do.
God damn. This thing is like.
Is it like mithril packing tape?
It's just, you
Do
know.
you not have a knife somewhere? You have a compass, but you don't have a knife?
Shut up.
Damn, Blank.
Let's not talk about the fact that. Oh no, it's now sticky on the.
Bro,
Ah,
just use your keys, dog.
The tip
Oh my
got
God.
sticky.
That
My
happens.
keys are very far away. They're like, you know, rooms.
Are you saying
Okay,
at
we'll
that
just-
point you might as well just get him?
There we go. Okay. I did it.
Blank says find the opening.
It says words. Thank you for all the time and effort you have placed in the Kraken Skulls team. Yeah, it's a lie.
Definitely put in some time.
At least you know. At least you know that you didn't put as much time as he's thanking you for. At
Oh
least
god,
you
it's
know.
heavy. It's fucking heavy as shit.
Is it a weighted blanket?
I don't know what it is. I can't tell from the thing. I think it's a blanket though.
Open it up.
Is it a weighted blanket because it's us weighing you down as you try to carry us?
You know, that's pretty reasonable. I wish I could find an opening to it. Aha! Ow, my ear. Oh, ooh, it's fuzzy. Fuck that thing. I feel like it's just a blanket, but it feels really heavy.
There's just a 10-pound weight in the middle of it.
Yeah, as soon as he gets that last like thing off, it just rolls out and hits him on the foot.
Yeah, it's a. Oh my god, it's so fucking heavy. Oh god.
You're gonna be a warm boy.
Oh, it's so heavy. Yeah, it's a blanket. Oh, gee.
It's a blanket.
It is a weighted
it's
blanket,
actually
so we
heavy.
hold him down while he tries to carry us.
I get like. I can't. Like, this is hard. Like. Oh. Oh. Wow, it's so fuzzy.
Or maybe
Oh.
Dolphin needs to start doing P90X3 with me.
Bro, I know you're a gamer, but dog, lift some weights, dog.
What do you mean? I mean, it's not actually like it's. But isn't this what you and that Riley and Matt were talking about? Cause like, they really liked how like having weighted blankets and shit. Oh.
God, I don't remember. This was like a collaborative gift from like 1,000 years ago. I don't even remember if Owlet was done yet.
Found the opening. Oh. Okay, I'm cozy.
Watching you struggle with a blanket is
Shut
highlight
up!
of my night.
It was gold.
Okay, we're good. This is actually really, nice. I got the I don't know if you guys saw on the, I got the Gilmore's Glorious bathrobe too. That's supposed to come on, yeah.
Nice.
Like that's supposed to come on Tuesday, and like this will actually get me out of bed, you know, because like it's hard to be like, you know, what seems like a good idea, getting up
It's the
and
blanket.
sitting at my desk. So like normal work days is me just like grabbing my computer and getting back into bed and then sitting there till it's lunchtime and then being like, shit, I have to go get lunch, I'm hungry. Getting lunch and being like, oh fuck, fine, I'll sit at my desk. But you know,
That's a mood.
also it's fucking 77 in my room right now, so you know, blanket not the best thing. It's a little hot. Crack the
So
window a
hot.
little more. Oh
God.
fuck.
God, I wish that were me.
Well, thank you. This is actually very soft. Holy shit. It's very nice. We're gonna,
Nice.
you know, we're not gonna do this while eating because
Yeah, that could be a problem.
it's a bad idea. But yeah, no, it's fine. But thank you, Riley. Very, very comfy.
Yeet. Seal of
Yeet.
approval.
Alright, well.
I guess dolphin of approval, but you know.
The E of approval.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah,
You don't have
Alrighty.
to do it. We feel it.
fair enough. I'm gonna
Softest
drink.
weighted
Keep
blanket.
talking up. I hear.
Says blank in the chat. Oh, he's gone.
He turned into a blanket.
Oh my god, it weighted him down into like a 2D image. Can't even see him anymore.
It ate him.
It's like that. Oh, he's back. Never mind.
I can hear you guys. It's like I have a wireless headset or something.
Don't ruin the illusion. We were about to remake that PSA commercial where they like did too much drugs and now they're just flat. Blank says weighing you down to plat. Oh.
I am in plat. What are you talking about?
Keeping you there.
Yeah.
What is the SR of your new team?
I don't know, like gold.
Hooray!
Though I mean, I think one of them is like, I'm not sure if we picked them up, but like one of them I was just like, they're decent. They're making stupid mistakes, but it's coachable. And then I asked what SR she was, and she was silver. And I was like, plays like a gold. I'm a little confused, but okay. Like,
Well, I'm in silver right now too, so
Shit happens, man.
well, I mean, like she was just
Boy, I'm
like
a
she was making
bronze,
really like easily. It's just like, you know, throwing a heal orb when your teammates are full health, bad idea.
Bro, let her play Moria the way she wants.
Boy.
I know that so much for playing Moira like that. I'm glad it's not me. So
Well, good.
Boy, it's fun, but he's playing she the way he wants to. So
There's an objectively better way to play.
bro, I see you. You even throw healing orbs.
what is this happening?
Exactly.
Sometimes my camera.
Ever,
better way to play,
ever,
man.
and you're out of resource too.
Why would I throw healing orbs? You don't need healing.
it's like using
Just
Anna's grenade.
Just don't get hit, forehead.
Just a dolphin, guys. I'm out of resource. I'm the only healer. I already threw it. I already threw it.
I want to reiterate something. I think I heard from someone. Bob and weave? I believe that was the phrase.
Kinda hard when my shield is broken, Doug. I'm the only big thing they can
You
shoot.
just gotta
I don't know. I'm
juke
just
it, man.
I harken back to that phrase for some reason.
And I'm body blocking for you so you
Not
could
sure
run
why.
away, bro.
Got Bob and Weave, bro.
I don't know. I mean, I'm always in cover. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, dude, today I just like Zarya hopped over Ryan charging. It was an awesome juke. I thought I was gonna die.
That's cool.
You mean you just sidestepped him instead? And
No,
he didn't get the pixel perfect spot.
I did the Zarya right click to the ground, I think.
But still, you propelled yourself backwards and up in the air.
Yeah, I somehow went just up. And he was underneath me for like 2 seconds.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
God damn it.
So, back to the vampire brothel.
Sorry, what? It's a what now?
No, guys, I think
It's a
that's it for
restaurant.
D&D tonight. We just got to the vampire brothel. Now we're just talking about Overwatch.
And? It's canon. Overwatch is a game that you... Fuck.
What? Okay, what's canon in Overwatch? With what lore? Tell me.
No, in Noble Realms.
Zenyatta has legs.
That's
Just,
true.
you know?
Anyway.
Back to the brothel.
Brothel.
Yo, Jeff, if you're watching this D&D stream, Jeff, make Zenyatta walk in Overwatch 2.
What?
If you're watching this TV,
If Jeff is randomly watching the most
I would
fucking
shit a
shit.
brick if Jeff Kaplan ever fucking watched this stream.
Oh my god.
And then you see an Overwatch update. Yo, I watched this D&D stream. They gave me
Give
the
me a
idea
sec.
that all the fans wanted Zenyatta to walk in Overwatch 2. So we made it happen.
But yeah, as Esmeralda has said, essentially, doesn't know why she's been so chaotic, but this was the last straw. Yeah. And about, you guys have been talking for a few minutes now. About this time, the waiter comes back in with drinks, sets down all the drinks, and kind of says, "Oh yeah, the food will be out shortly. Here are some appetizers in the meantime," and puts forth this kind of like bread and charcuterie platter as kind of like an appetizer for the table. And then turns around and leaves.
They really
More
understand
accurately.
this back room. This back room.
So yeah,
Krug
and
just takes a handful from the platter and shoves it into his mouth.
it is you randomly grab like some cheeses and a piece or two of meat. This is the best fucking cheese you've ever had.
Oh my god.
Cheesy.
Krug doesn't make a face, but like a tear just falls.
Is it that good, Krug?
Nice.
Krug just like slowly turns over and like nods.
I've never seen someone cry over food before.
Carl's definitely trying some now in the meantime.
Nice. So yeah, you guys enjoy the food and it's absolutely delicious. This is some of the best food you've had, and it's just the appetizer so far.
Yeah.
And Esmeralda kind of looks at everyone and says, and looks at the mistress and says, "Well, if you're involved, I suppose I can make you an off-the-table offer, shall we say? If I discover any more information on Adria's whereabouts, I will be sure to send it to you. However, this will be in exchange for you, shall we say, fixing the problem for me. And if this contract is ever discussed, I will deny it left and right."
And up and down?
Sure, that as well. Since I am the emissary for the White Court in this area, excommunication is about the strictest punishment I can give unless they have slain another fellow member of the White Court. It would be political suicide for me to kill her myself, as much as there are times where I would want to. But if you take care of this for me, as an upfront payment, I will cover this meal and any services you should so require from the bar tonight. It will go on my personal tab. And if you succeed in this mission and return to me, I shall pay you 3,000 gold. Off the books, of course.
You said 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Scarlet was already sold.
In
And she
total, or each person?
Each person.
Scarlet was sold, and she said that she'd give information if we killed her. So
Yeah. It's like, this sounds like a reasonable deal.
Krug was sold at the food being covered.
Bro,
Yeah, you guys. I don't know why you guys. If food's covered, guys, like.
yeah, his mom is paying. Duh.
Did you get? You just missed the last like 30 seconds of conversation? The lady's paying. We're fine.
Sorry, my leg fell asleep and it is
Oh, no.
waking back up and it hurts.
Oh no.
Let the blood rush in. Let it rush in.
Yeah.
Let the blood.
Let the rain fall down and wait, how did that song go? God.
No, you're on the right part. You keep going, Blue. You're right there.
I don't remember anything past the rain. Okay, hold on.
The rains in Africa?
No.
You know it's the Hillary Duff song, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know any Hillary Duff songs.
It's her one or her
There
first.
you-
I think it's from her first album. I think she only made 2.
Who the fuck is Hillary Duff?
What?
Lizzie McGuire. Oh yeah, unless you're memeing, because that's a fun joke.
Where? What? This is not the song. Is it Come Clean? Where is Let the Rain Fall Down?
I don't know. I don't think
I
that's the
don't know
name
who
of the
this
song
is.
though. I don't think that's the name of the song.
Chat, help me out. What is the Hillary Duff song? Let the rain fall down. Oh, now this is...
Just play any song from the album. It's one of those songs.
Do you have to do?
It's come clean.
Where is
Is
the
there
rain? Where does it fall down? Where
I think
does
it's the
it...
chorus. It's the chorus, Blue. I believe it's the chorus. of
Oh,
the
there it
first
is. And
song.
wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. Cause I want to feel the
Yeah.
thunder. I want to scream. Let the rain fall down.
Insanity?
I'm coming clean. I'm coming.
Why did I do
I'm coming clean.
Insanity?
Don't you want to do that normally?
That is what the lyrics are telling me.
Those are some hefty lyrics for like a teenager.
Wake my dreams, wash away my sanity. I want to scream.
No, she did this when she was like 20 something.
Oh, okay.
Well, we were
was
teenagers when we heard it.
Yeah, she did it after she finished Disney and then was doing like her movies and stuff.
I'm coming clean. Let the rain. I don't even know what started
Jeez.
this. What was this reference for? I don't even remember. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Blue. We know you're all over the place emotionally. It's fine.
This is how I am normally. I don't think this has anything to do with that.
Yeah,
For once,
this is pretty in character.
this
Yeah.
is me.
Blue, you can just blame it on that, Blue. Just don't.
It's my birthday, and I'll cry if I want to. Anyways, sorry about that tangent.
It's all good.
I feel like this is a fair and mutually beneficial deal. Is there any, Carl asks Esmeralda, is there any preference of how you'd like this problem taken care of?
Other than discreetly with no trace back to me? No.
Alright.
So loud, obnoxiously, and we shout your name everywhere. Got it.
Esmeralda!
I give Talon a very contemptuous look. And it's just kind of like, this is an off the books deal.
Joke's on you, I can't read books.
Which is why it's off the books. Be careful of how you test me. Because if you think Adria is a problem, you have no idea the full power at my disposal if you should earn my ire instead of an allyship with me.
How do we earn your fire?
Oh god.
She
My
just rolls
lady-
her eyes.
My
More
lady
practice,
Esmeralda.
Why do we bring him places?
Don't use big words with him. He doesn't understand. He doesn't.
It's not a big word, it's 3 letters!
It's a big
Can we
word.
just hitch him to the post outside like we would a horse?
First of all, how much how they know there's 3 letters if he can't read?
I just love the idea of like Talon being hitched to a post and you guys just giving him like a bag of oats and him just like happily just like.
I don't know. I mean, oats aren't very tasty, you know.
Okay, we'll give you honey oats and Cheerios.
Okay.
We're fine.
Okay.
But Esmeralda kind of turns to the mistress and is like, "He's one of yours." She's like, "He's far more talented than he lets on."
I'm gonna ask Esmeralda if she's ever heard of, if she knows about moonwalkers or mistwalkers.
Um. What would she know about them? Would she know anything? And you say like Mistwalkers specifically, or
I say both moonwalkers and mistwalkers because those are the 2 names that I got.
she kind of looks and says, "I'm not familiar with either of those terms."
Okay, I'm insight checking that.
Right, make an insight check.
Oh, come on. Be good. I'm rolling my baby dice. Oh.
Did you use a luck?
Yes. They're both not that good.
Oh no.
Damn it. 13. I don't know. She's hard to read.
It's hard to read.
She's hard to read. Damn it.
She is.
Okay. Damn it.
And she says, now, and she kind of looks and you can see that food's starting to come. "I will bid you adieu. I have other guests to attend to. Please enjoy yourself." And she looks over to Krug and says, "I think we have someone that might be of particular interest to you, that you may want to indulge yourself in this evening. I'll send them by later." And she stands up to leave.
Krug's is just like with another like handful of food in his mouth going. "Rrr, rrr."
Can I go look at
And she
Krug?
just smiles very coyly and leaves the room.
Krug, is there a friend that you know that lives in here?
Krug just like furrows his brows and kind of like looks up like he's searching in his like little brain catalog. Like if it was a cartoon, it would zoom in of like a Krug that looks smarter with glasses walking up to a filing cabinet and just kind of shifting through.
Yes.
And then Krug just shrugs.
Wait a second. I have favored terrain.
Mm-hmm.
My proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient skills when I make an intelligence or wisdom check related to it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So that would be 16 then?
Yes.
Same result.
Unfortunate.
Oof. So in response to Kanaka being like, "So do you know anybody?" Carl's like, "Kanaka, this is a brothel."
Hey,
wiggly eyebrows.
Oh
hey,
god.
I know what. Okay, thanks you, Carl. I know what that is. But she said
Yeah.
this person knew Krug. Okay, first of all, you probably have never been into a brothel. Human.
What do you think I? You think I just not go into town?
He's a bard. He probably
Yeah,
spends most of his time in brothels.
What do you think my profession is?
Yeah, but he doesn't indulge himself, does he? Probably not.
I mean, for entertainment purposes, well, like as a job, other entertainment too, maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
He's a bard.
What do you
know
think
what
I
they say
do?
about bards.
No, but moving on.
And as that kind of conversation wraps, in comes the food, and there is this, like, kind of correctly proportioned for a human. There's like a very finely seared chicken breast with mashed potatoes and some veggies around it, with then a like perfectly cooked filet mignon, and then like a couple strips of brisket like meat that seems to come from a boar. And Krug, you get this huge fucking silver platter that has like an entire boar leg on it that has been roasted. And then everyone else's food and stuff comes around, but like it seems like they are very well aware that orcs eat more food, and it is just this perfectly braised boar that is you bite into it and the meat almost just starts to melt in your mouth. It is so good.
Also, big shout out to Hayat, just like gifting a shit ton of subs just now.
Holy shit, hi, dude.
Woo!
I was wondering why there was like just all of a sudden that weird cat on your stream. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
It's her notification.
Krug's just enjoying the food.
Well, I know that now. That's awesome. Carl enjoys their food as well and offers some to Scarlet. Be like, I have plenty, and I know you didn't order anything.
Scarlet, like, I'm okay. I'm paranoid as fuck. So I'm just gonna not eat here.
That's fair.
Ditto.
We do need babysitters just in case.
And as you guys eat the meals, various people come and continue to take orders and refill drinks as you need. Then eventually, I guess first I'll take a break before I move on to the next part if anyone wants to discuss what's happened or RP anymore.
Is the mistress still with us? She is, right?
Yeah, she is for now.
She's just chilling. Cool.
Yeah, she's enjoying her meal. She has ordered a lean filet mignon. No sides, and is slowly but carefully eating it. Seems to be enjoying it quite a bit.
So
Scarlet's thinking about hunting down Adria, whatever. She's just thinking about that.
I wonder how vampires make coffins. Is that like a... Huh.
So the mistress kind of responds, well, I know a little bit about it. Essentially, once they become a full-fledged vampire, they are able to bind their souls, so to speak, to a coffin. And if they are defeated in battle, they turn into this kind of mist, and their body reforms where their coffin is. However, if the coffin is destroyed, then the vampire is destroyed. If the vampire is dead and the body attempts to search it and there is no coffin, then they die as any normal mortal would. But just having a coffin is not enough. they have to perform a ritual and essentially kind of consecrate the coffin using dirt of relative import. For some people, depending on the court and the type of vampire, that is, it could be from their place of birth. It could have been where they died before they were turned into a vampire. It could have been from the location where they were turned into a vampire, but it has to have some sort of personal importance and connection to them in some way or another. It can't just be any dirt from any random place. And that's about as much as I know as far as how they make their coffins their home away from home, shall we say.
Do you know how much dirt they need? It's like a cup, a flower pot.
I'm not sure. Enough to carry, not very much, I don't think. But not a vampire, nor do I really want to be, nor have I had to go through the ritual. I have only seen coffins and protected them when need be, but I have never been a participant in the ritual. It's usually a very personal ritual, and non-vampires are not usually invited, if involved at all.
Cool. So,
so yeah, eventually, you guys are there, and there are definitely some denizens of the night, shall we say, that kind of come by and walk by, and it's kind of like almost reversed window shopping. Like, they kind of walk by and, you know, look suggestively through the window into your guys' dining room. And then eventually, though, there is a woman equivalent of scantily clad of Krug, essentially, that walks by and is a full-on female orc, which is very, very rare. And she comes in and kind of says, she gets all very excited and kind of looks at Krug, and she's like, "Another orc? It's been so long since I have seen a full orc." And like goes over and like starts flirting with Krug, and you know, kind of suggests that they should go get their own room and maybe another rack of meat.
Alright, Krug doesn't pass down a free meal. He's just like,
Are we still talking
okay,
about the meat?
Krug hungry.
No.
I thought she was referring to both, but I guess she's really referring to one.
So yeah, you guys go up to like a separate room that has both like a bed and a table in it. It is very, if you go with her.
Yeah, Krug goes.
more boar.
Yeah,
More boy.
we can. It can be up to you if you want to RP it out or not. But you know, essentially, it takes you into a very, very nice room, and there is a massive bed. This is the biggest bed you've ever seen. It is like essentially like 4 king-size beds in one. And it is and there is like a table, and there's like candles lit, and a server immediately comes in and brings in like 2 like rack of lamb's ribs or something. And you guys both kind of like have a candlelit dinner, and you know, you can do what your heart's desire. Similar things kind of happen with others if you so choose.
Mhm.
You could just take a normal room and sleep here for the night if you wanted to. You can experience the full array of services this establishment has to offer if you want. It is up to you. The night is yours.
I wanted to try to find the source of the music.
He's just like the Ace Ventura in the pool, where he's like I feel like that's what Talon's doing, like in the corners of this bar.
Yeah, let's just walk around.
Make
Try my best.
an Arcana check.
That's fucking bad then. Oh! Okay, it's 19 minus 2, so 17.
You are unable to find like a specific source. But you notice that like there seems to be crystals that are almost look like musical notes that are spaced in a specific pattern, and just the kind of way that your mind works with music, you kind of, for some reason, it just kind of makes sense why they're spaced the way they are and where in the thing they are, and you realize that it's this like magical, almost psychic energy coming from these crystals that creates the music, and that's why there's no like, you can't like point your head a direction like you can with a speaker and be like, oh, the sound's coming from there. It seems to kind of come from everywhere, and you recognize these crystals, and it just kind of makes intuitive sense to you, like, oh, this is what's causing that. Do
You solved the
you try to take
mystery.
a crystal?
Oh no.
Damn it.
Does not move. Like you can like you like reach up because they're kind of like towards the ceiling and stuff, and you like grab one, but like it seems like almost stuck in the air, like it doesn't move.
Carl's got like a nice cocktail and comes up and he's like, huh, that's pretty cool looking. Just like admiring the crystals.
It doesn't move.
Is it supposed to?
Yes. I think this one's broken. I think you should try to fix it.
I'd like to cast Detect Magic on it real quick. Carl's intrigued.
As you detect magic, there is a lot of magic going on in this room. And most of it is illusion-based magic, and the crystal that he's trying to tug on has both abjuration magic emanating from it and illusion magic, and you kind of get the sense that like the music part is kind of coming from the illusionary half of the magic, and the kind of what keeps it in place, and kind of like the things that are like floating in air seemingly with no like attachment but are just kind of staying in place. Like there's lots of things like they're, you know, almost kind of like the floating candles in like Hogwarts or whatever. Like there's stuff like that around that's like, you know, some of it's crystals, some of it's candles, and all of those seem to have like a slight element of abjuration magic that you think is kind of like anchoring them to a point in space.
Cool.
And like you do kind of the quick math on this, and like it's fucking expensive. Like it's one thing to have a crystal chandelier, it's another to have like permanent multiple enchantments imbued upon them. Like in your head, this kicks this up from like super high end establishment to holy shit.
Yeah, so this one's broken, so I think you should try to fix it. Give it a good shove or something, maybe.
Carl just kind of looks at him and is like, no can do. Not gonna do that.
Is it
Pats him on the
'cause you
shoulder
can't
and
reach
walks
it?
back to the bar. Flips him off on the way.
Oh, it's okay. I'll find someone taller.
God. You just go find Krug.
I have this vision of like Talon knocking on the door to like the room Krug went into, and just like opening it without asking. It goes in, and they're both like playing chess on the bed.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Neither of them have any idea how to play chess.
Oh my god.
Krug is like trying to eat one of the pieces.
Krug like eats the king. I win. Talon comes in.
Oh my god, can we please I will let that be canon. That is canon.
Oh,
God.
I will cast message and just point at random rooms. Just be like, "Hey, Krug, I need some help. Are you in there?" And just like go down the hall and fucking point at every room and do it.
You just like bust in.
No, not even just buzz. Just like literally cast message and just be like, "Are you in there?"
Yeah, I mean it's you can eventually find Krug. Like it's not too difficult.
Alright.
Okay, I'll come in and be like, "Hey, you want to help me move something?"
Krug's like, okay. And he takes
Okay.
like another bite of food and then walks out. Krug will be back!
Grabs one pawn and a lamb rib.
Yes. Alright. So Krug's following.
Krug, make a perception check.
Alright.
Oh, Krug.
What number? What the hell number is that? Oh,
Roll
okay.
good.
7.
Good to know.
Oh no. Oh no.
I feel like the blanket just shed all over me.
Oh no.
That's tragic.
Cause like,
That happens usually though. with
yeah, I
those.
feel like I should wash it. Cause there's just like,
Yeah, I might need to wash it first.
yeah.
Nah, just embrace it. Become
Embrace
free,
the fuzz.
I was really, I was just like, like my cousin has a dog, and like, I've seen it once or twice, and like, I was like, I haven't worn these pants. They've been washed since then. Like,
Blank
where's this hair
says
coming from?
washing cold though. Only washing cold.
I didn't know your cousin's dog had red fur, dog.
I mean, it just looks like it just looks like hair. I was really confused.
Maybe you're shedding.
Maybe.
It's
Oh.
really short though.
I know I'm
Other-
shedding. It's
the
erasing
dog's hair
my
is really
hairline
short.
and my waistline.
Like, so you wanna see that orb there? That the glowy thing? Can you grab it for me?
Okay. Krug reaches up
Can you
and
put it
tries-
over there?
Krug tries to do that.
You reach up and grab it, and it won't move.
Come on, try a little harder. I know
Krug-
it's in you.
Krug tries to tug on it.
Make an athletics check.
Where the 17.
You grab onto it and try to like tug it really hard, and it won't move. And you end up doing like a pull up on it. Like as you're trying to pull it down, you instead pull yourself up to it.
No, you're supposed to move it. You're supposed to pull it down, not pull up. Come on. Chop. Thought you were strong.
Then you're like kind of hanging from it, and you're like trying to shake it loose, and it just won't budge. You're just like dangling from this little like orb in the ceiling.
Krug just like drops and he's like, Krug probably needs to eat more. And then he leaves. Goes back to the room.
As when you re-enter the room, the female orc is kind of like cleared away a lot of the stuff, and she is in the bed now, and has like pulled away the covers for you to come in, and but in bed has still some more like lamb ribs and like offers you another lamb rib.
Krog not sleepy yet.
Well, then have some more ribs.
Okay.
Make another perception check.
What? Krug, is Krug gonna be okay?
Oh
Don't kill
no!
Krug!
3! I rolled a 3! Oh no, don't stress, my friend.
Oh, it's 3.
3.
What is your passive perception?
Oh, what is my... Whoa, that's true. What is it? Where do I find...
It is whatever your perception modifier is plus 10.
Oh, it's... Let's see. It says passive whiz, parentheses, perception 9.
Okay. It's probably good enough. Like, it takes you a while to notice, but especially, like, in the new... Like, in this situation... that you kind of come back to, you notice that she has a tattoo on her chest that actually looks very familiar.
Mm.
Hang on just a second. I will.
This is Krug's sister. I'm about to have some questions.
No.
How did you forget your sister? Bro?
It is definitely of no relation.
Okay, thank God.
This big boy Ulrich's balls girlfriend.
Like
Rhino.
Krug would remember a relative of Krug, like,
Oh, thank God.
but does kind of look like that.
Oh. Oh. I guess, so when Krug sees it, he's just gonna be like, in Orcish, where are you from?
Morning.
She responds again in Orcish. That it has been a very long time since she has been where she was from, but she was from Vlon Lacan Junar. I guess is how you pronounce that.
Mm.
You best send that spelling. Now.
Oh God.
Well, if Krug ever tells Scarlet, I'll send it to you.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna keep the notes from Blue.
No, that's not how that works.
I actually finally set up a page for Krug.
Bro, plus, did you spell it by hearing what he just said? Easy.
I guess he's like, how long has it been since you were last there?
Probably 20 or so years. I came here when I was but a child. Takes another bite of lamb rib.
I guess Krug then asked, what do you remember of what do you remember of the Feather Kingdom?
I remember that hang on just a second. double checking notes.
Me too.
I remember that it was a time of strife, and that the current emperor was causing problems. There was rumors that he was going mad, and my mother and I fled the land and the tribe in order to seek a safer area. And unfortunately, my mother died on the journey, but I made it here and made myself a new life here in Brighthaven.
Krug takes a moment to kind of process, and he's, I think after a bit of silence, he's like, have you heard of anything new? Or, yeah.
She kind of averts her eyes and she says, "Not much recently. I have, if I'm honest, I was kind of hoping you'd heard something. I've only heard bad things and kind of stopped looking into it because the news was too hard to hear, but I hear the Emperor has become a tyrant."
I think Krug's face goes really dark, and he kind of just, is there like a window? Is there like a balcony Krug can brood over across?
Brooding Krug.
There's kind of like French doors on one side, and you can kind of like the curtains are closed, but you could like fling over the curtains and kind of look over the city. You're up a few stories, and so there's like a nice view of kind of the downtown from that balcony window.
Alright, I guess Krug opens up the window, takes a deep breath, and just kind of broods for a bit, pondering over kind of like the past he chose to forget. Yeah. While also like eating the lamb.
Like very thoughtful, but then
Yeah. Yeah,
Brooding and
exactly.
hungry.
Yeah.
the eating helps Krug think a little bit.
Yep.
And she kind of comes up and gives you this big comforting hug from behind, and is kind of like, "But tonight, we at least have two of us that are not under the rule of a tyrant. Let us enjoy this night."
Krug takes another moment and he's like, okay!
Just a short time brooding.
Fade to black with bow chicka wow wow.
Oh god, that's funny because Krug's actually ace, so I think you're just like chess.
Fair enough. But if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I was unaware, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Like, and in general, she's just super happy to hang out with Krug in general and like be authentically with someone that is from the Feather Kingdom.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah,
wanna-
I think what more realistically happens is that they just kind of talk more about like the Feather Kingdom, and Krug shares his story of being like a gladiator, and I think they swap even like a couple of legends of like orcish legends. They just have a nice old time.
Sounds perfectly reasonable.
I
I-
love
Yeah.
So that's what Krug does for the rest of the night. What's anyone else doing?
Oh man.
Carl's trying really hard not to get sloppy drunk on good booze, but
I think Scarlett's watching Carl and making sure Carl's okay.
Carl goes
Jeez.
to Kanaka and says, "You know, with how uptight you are, you should probably avail yourself to the services."
And by the way, the ale, like even the quote unquote cheap ale, is like drinking pure ambrosia. It is amazing.
Ooh.
Like it is like the whiskey is strong and smoky, but goes down smooth and doesn't have a bite. There's no acid reflux from it. It is just like perfectly distilled. The beer is somehow is way colder than other beers that you would have. They're able to serve it cold here in ways that a lot of parts of the world in different taverns, like beer's warm a lot because refrigeration isn't really a thing for the most part. But here there is, cold brew beer and, basically anything you could ask for, and it is all just perfect.
And Carl is not having the same drink twice. Like, they're just... Especially if they're like, "Ooh, can I have whatever that person's having?"
I'll have what she's having.
Tanaka responds to Carl. Not really.
And Carl just is like, me too. And then, how late is it at this point?
For you guys, it's probably like 11 or so at night. Like getting on pretty late, but the bar's not about to close.
Yeah, okay. I think around midnight, even though Carl is about halfway to sloshed, they're like, I should probably not do it anymore. Like, they're responsible. They're cutting themselves off.
Fair enough.
And kind of suggests, like, should we roll out? Let Krug know?
Well, Esmeralda said we could stay here for the night.
Oh, that's right.
And there's apparently nobody working at the Emerald Shield right now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find people to hire, probably. Or find the people who used to work there and be like, come back, please. I'm sorry for being gone for 2 weeks. Ugh. But
It's like, some shit happened. Sorry.
some shit went down.
I just
Sorry.
came back from hell, and boy, are my arms tired.
Sorry, I've been gone for 2 weeks, but I'm about to leave again. So
Yeah, right? Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, I'll wait to do that till we are settled in Brighthaven again.
Excuse me.
I guess I'm just keeping an eye out, making sure that no one's eyeing any of us funny, or that no one seems to have ill intent towards us.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh god, I've been rolling shit tonight.
And I will say probably around 11 is when the mistress kind of like bows to you all and kind of stops imbibing and elects to go off on her own.
11. I'm not rolling good.
Doesn't seem to be anyone that is posing any particular threat.
Okie dokie.
Bro,
Just roll
thank
better
God
forehead.
Krug has eyes. You know?
No one's posing a threat more than Talon is posing a threat to everybody else in this bar by trying to destroy a piece of thing in the...
Oh, whoa. Destroy. Pretty harsh word there.
Just trying to
Play
move it.
with.
Sometimes those are the same thing.
Is that another word for steal?
I mean, I was never gonna steal it. Probably.
Press X to doubt.
Sorry, just got more water.
Water, got it.
And at some point in the night, though, Scarlet, someone, the hostess originally from the bar, comes over with a note and says, Esmeralda wanted me to give this to you. And it appears to be an address of a bar in Border.
Oh. Okay.
And it just says, hope this helps. And it's not signed by anyone, but yeah.
Did we pass through Border
Yes.
on our way here? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Border is essentially the town that is just outside the walls of Brighthaven. So, like,
Right.
It's on the border.
Yeah. Well, so, like, originally, like, Brighthaven was just a town in and of itself, and, like, the lore of the town of Border is that for a while they, like, weren't allowing more people into the city. And so instead of, like, trying to keep getting into the city, people just kind of started, like, a makeshift tent town or shanty town outside, and eventually it became its own city and grew into, like, its own separate city that's almost as big as Brighthaven outside of Brighthaven.
Interesting.
And then as the centuries went on, like, there is still, like, a lot of presence of and political influence of those inside Brighthaven, and it's you know, the Bright Guard still has, like, large jurisdiction over it all. You know, much like, you know, Bright Guard was sent up to Tribune when there was a problem there. You know, kind of same kind of city-state regional influence kind of thing going on.
So, just for like world building, so the chunk that we're on is more like a country and less like a continent.
Sorry, say the question again.
So where we're at right now, this landmass, would you consider it more of a country than a continent, even though it is kind of a...
Yeah, so from a world building perspective, Brighthaven is, think of it kind of as like almost like Carthage, where because they have the ports and ships and navy and all the economic, you know, all the commerce flows through there. That's why it has so much influence through most of the land. And it's called the Noble Realms because there are places that are not, like, strictly under Brighthaven control, but are still strongly influenced by Brighthaven that are in the areas, but it's not like a country like Brighthaven is. Or it's not like a country like in the traditional states, or rather, that you might think of it. Think about it more in terms of, like, spheres of geopolitical influence. So, like, I don't know, this might be getting a little too, you know, deep politic, but, like, Africa is absolutely not part of China, but the Chinese have been investing a lot of infrastructure and resources in Africa to try and, like, build and pave roads and stuff like that to try and help grow Africa as an economic powerhouse so that they can then, like, kind of by proxy control some of that and reap the benefits of them growing in economy. So, like, a lot of the surrounding areas are kind of like that, where they help grow the trade and commerce, but it's not strictly like Brighthaven, which is why I call it a city-state, because Brighthaven is still its own unique city within its walls. And technically the Council of Brighthaven only has, like, direct official jurisdiction over Brighthaven itself, but because essentially the Bright Guard is the only standing military in the area, they're allowed, you know, they can flex their power a lot through the region.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool.
So kind of mishmash of city states and fiefdoms. So yeah.
How long has it been since we got back from hell? Has it been 2 days? 3 days?
Yes. This is the second night back, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Oof.
I guess, I mean, did you share any of that, Scarlet, or?
Oh yeah. Well, not.
I mean, in
Public
general,
or-
everything
yeah.
that I just said is stuff that you all would
No,
know.
the
The
no.
address that I
Bar.
have, the bar and border.
Probably in the morning, though, right? Because everyone's doing different shit.
Seems reasonable. Uh-oh.
Morning says, hold on, Mike wonky.
Have you tried?
There. Okay.
Yeah.
She's probably gonna wait to tell people until they're back in the Emerald Shield in the morning. Or if people want to, like, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think doing it on our own turf might be beneficial.
Well, I'll get a room and go to sleep. It's late.
Yeah. I think Carl's done drinking and taking advantage of all the fancy booze and asked for a room as well.
Alrighty. So you all find rooms that are comped, and you all get a long rest and wake up the next morning to breakfast menus under your doors. And you can do what you want.
Carl's gonna enjoy the time by themselves and order breakfast and eat by themselves.
I have this vision of like Carl definitely like took the like robe that's in the room and is just like lounging around in the robe, is like eating breakfast from the hot tub and
Exactly, that's exactly it.
very nice. And these are very nice rooms. All of them have like personal bathrooms and kind of these like these wash tubs that there are like weird crystals on, and when you kind of turn them it'll like heat up, and so it's you can have a hot bath here even. Super fancy, kind of like proto magical plumbing.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, this was not a
Keep
super.
really passing out.
Oh.
No, it's not your fault. I just got up early this morning.
Fair enough.
Which baby woke
It's
you up
hard.
early this morning, Fro? Which one?
Yeah, which one was it?
Both of them at the same time.
It was the 8-month-old.
No.
Oh.
But you guys keep playing,
Alright.
and I will listen to the thing. Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Anyway,
Okay.
talk to you later.
Alright,
night.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is a decent pause point.
Yeah, I think so too. We can say that you all eventually reconvene at the Emerald Dragon the next morning, and you can
Dragon.
or Emerald Shield, sorry.
Krug wants to do something before player forgets. That's what Krug wanted
Okay.
to do.
I didn't know Scarlet rebranded. She's rebranding.
Yeah, guys, I'm changing it up. It's the Emerald Dragon now.
God. So I think once we reconvene at the Emerald Shield, Krug walks up to Talon and he's like, "You do that head thing. Can you do to anybody?"
Head thing?
Yeah, like when you try to find Krug, you in his head. Can you go into anybody's head?
I can go in. I can penetrate most people's head. Yes, I do. Just need to know. I need to see them. Right. I need to know what they look like.
Krug pulls out a piece of paper, starts scribbling. Something that maybe looks like a smiley face. It's not very good. And he's like, "This big boy Urlach ball."
Why did I know it was Urlach Ball?
Can you show me what they look like? I like a full body representation is usually helpful.
Okay, and Krug draws like a little stick figure body underneath the big head.
You know, have I seen you use disguise self yet, or no?
Oh yeah.
You have. You looked like me. Yeah. You know how you can change yourself to look like someone? How about you do that?
Oh, okay. So I cast disguise self and change into Urlach ball. I think. Yeah, I think I can do that, right?
Should be able to, yeah.
I mean, if you know what he looks like.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I do know what he looks like.
So I'm sketchy on sending. Do I just need to know what they look like? I think it's familiar, right?
Yeah,
Like-
no, you have to have met them in real life.
Yeah, right?
Oh, rip. Well.
Yeah, which you are familiar with. I mean,
Is that what Krug was trying to do?
well, I can try. I don't. I do know that it usually only works for people that I've met, but since I have met you, or I've met this person, so might work. So I haven't been I don't really know too much about the magic. I just, sort of just wave my hands in the air and hope for the best usually. So.
Krug looked like he processed none of that, so...
I'll try to cast sending and, I guess send it to, is there anything you'd like me to say?
What's happening? You need help?
Okay. Anything more?
No.
Okay, I'll try to cast sending with that message towards the person I saw, but
Did it work?
Do you get like a... the number you've tried to
Roll.
reach?
Roll percentile.
What?
Roll percentile.
Is this it? No, it's D8. It's D10. 95.
Jesus.
Damn.
Like, literally, I just made up a table in my head of, like, what are the odds that it would actually work. And there was a 50% chance that the message was just gonna go straight to Krug.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
I know.
And then I was like, you know what? I'll make it so that there's, like, a 5% chance. If it rolls, like, 95 to 100, it'll actually fucking work. And then he rolled a 95.
Oh my god.
Otherwise, it was just not gonna work.
Oh shit.
So yeah, the message, like, in seeing this person and kind of with Krug being there and your kind of bardic magic synergizing, it's almost a fluke that it works, but you sense the magic, like all of a sudden you just feel like the magic traveled an extremely long distance. And you kind of get this response back that's like, what? Who's this? Oh, fuck.
Are you gonna tell Krug the message?
Damn it. They asked who this was.
What
You
you
know,
mean? It's
unsurprisingly.
Krug! Oh, wait. So Krug drops disguise self. He's like, "It's me, Krug."
Yep. I didn't know that. So they, I guess, I don't know. They were a little curious of who I was. So,
Just it Krug.
Is there-
You
is there
noisy
something-
friend. Me,
yep.
Krug.
Does because Carl's like nearby watching all this and it's like, okay, does Elrock Bull know Krug or does he know you by a different name?
Krug. What happened to everyone?
You know, that's what happens when you disguise yourself. Everything gets mixed up, buddy. It's Krug. Sometimes you gotta fib it a
Well,
little.
I mean, I know I can try again if you want, but I think we need a little to work on the message a little bit, cause I don't think he was very I think he was confused. He was not exactly sure who I was. But I mean, if that's all you wanted to tell him, then that's fine.
Like, does he need help? Is
I don't know.
okay?
He was curious about me more than anything else. And he didn't want to tell me that, I guess. I don't know.
Tell it. Just say a Krug friend. Krug right next to me.
I can try. Okay. I'll try again, I guess. And I don't think I actually have third levels anymore because I used them.
I mean, you just had a long rest.
Yeah, you just had a long.
Oh, I thought this was a night.
No,
No,
this is the next day.
Is it in the morning? Oh, okay. Okay. I'll try again. I'll cast sending and say, same thing. Well, this is Krug's friend, and he wants to know if you need help or are in danger. That's as much as I've gotten out of him. So, you know, yeah, thanks.
Just this long ass rambly message. We're like, I'm getting all 25 words worth of this.
Yep.
Well, as this was unexpected, I'm like, Tyler the DM is not sure what the response would be yet.
Well,
Oh no.
No, we can just leave it at that. We'll come back to it later.
yeah, we can do that.
Now that you made the connection once, you can sending this individual, but I'm gonna need to talk with Blue a little bit more about the background before I.
Find out next time on Dragon
Yeah.
Ball Z.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
great.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I didn't even think that was gonna work.
Yeah.
You just see Kanaka just sitting there shaking his head thinking, this is another place we have to go. Oh no.
God, probably.
Oh, no.
You're gonna have to start forking over information if you want yours to take priority.
I know.
Yeah,
Right?
right?
Gonna have to start trusting someone at some point.
Oh, no.
All right. So I guess we'll end the session on that cliffhanger.
Yeah. Next
Yay.
session will begin with the answer to that sending.
All right, and I will end the stream here. So good night, stream. Thank you for watching.
Good night, stream.
Night stream.